Good morning, isn't it exciting? Hi, it's Susan and my channel is Seaside Stitches and I'm here to talk to you about hashtag So Frugal 24. Now, I'm sure you've heard lots of inspiration and seen lots of ideas for patterns, and today our other vloggers are Rachel at Stitched Up and Creative Mama of 3. I'm very fortunate in that I've been kind of added to the list of vloggers this year and I'm so excited. I really appreciate the So Frugal challenge. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. I'm sure you're already aware if you've been watching other vlogs, but thank you for dropping by on my vlog. And yes, so what I'm wearing today is relevant because it is a pattern that I used that was free with the magazine, and it was the first Frugal challenge that I took part in with Sam at Frugalissima and Ruan at the Yorkshire Sew Girl, because it was then called Frugal Frocks. So after that, they then brought out the expansion of only having patterns that everyone could access. So unless you'd bought that magazine that I got the free pattern in, it wouldn't have been free for you. So that wasn't really the idea they wanted, so they expanded it. So at the moment, I will put in the rules. Now they may be there, or they may be there, or they may be just on the screen while I'm talking, but you will see them. And basically, you access a free pattern. You use fabric from your stash. You don't buy new fabric for it. If you don't have fabric available to you, maybe you've got other things that you could reuse, like maybe you've got a new duvet cover in a packet somewhere and you want to use that. There are all sorts of ways of getting to use up fabric, either patch some fabric if you want to. But anyway, that's the basis of the rules, and you have to post it by the 31st of March on Instagram and tag in Sam at Frugalissima and Ruan at the Yorkshire Sew Girl. I will put all the details in my prescription even. I put them in my description, and there is an ongoing, if you check out Sam's or Ruan's videos at the beginning, they explain what the prizes are, and there are lots of prizes, and the list keeps coming and coming and coming. So all prizes are chosen randomly, and there are international prizes, there are prizes just for the UK, there are prizes just for the US, prizes. It's a prize galore. But the basic idea is just to save some resources and use up fabric that we've already got, and to use an access free pattern, so it's not costing us anything. You can send away to have your pattern printed, so you've got that cost to bear in mind, or you can print it yourself and you've got your home printer costs in that. So anyway, I know I've gone on and on, but I'm quite excited, you know. So I want to say, yes, this was my first entry. What I've done is made just a little video of the 3 things that I have made over the length of the challenge. So they changed it from Frugal Frocks to So Frugal, and then the last 2 digits of the years. I'm going to show you what I made for that. So Frugal 22, So Frugal 23. And then why I'm showing you those is it's okay looking at line drawings or publicity photos for a pattern, but when you see it on someone and you know that they've made it, then there is a little bit of a difference. So I just thought that might help in making a decision of yes I would, or no I wouldn't, or oh why would you do that, or I've got a much better idea than that. So that's why I'm sharing that. And the 3 patterns that I have made are the Harper Cardigan. Now I have made 5 of those, so I'll show you my 5 different versions quite quickly, but I do show you those. So I'll put the videos in at the end, so if you only want the details and you only want the names of things, then that's fine. You can kind of rush through, just listen to the names of them and which pattern companies, and then just look at what they looked like when I made them after I've blurbed on and on. So thank you anyway for being here. Again, I'm so excited. So what I did make was the Vera top from Forget Me Not Patterns. So the Vera top is just a relaxed fit t-shirt, semi-fitted really, and it has an option of sleeves. Well, I made the bishop sleeve, no surprise there, and it has a longish cuff. So I made that in a lilac cotton lycra jersey from Jenny Stitches. So I made that, and I did add, for some silly reason, I added 4 inches to the length of the sleeve before I hit the cuff, and it was massive. So anyway, as you will see in the photograph, that's how it was. Ta-da! The Vera top, the free top from Forget Me Not Patterns, and I love it. It's trying to get me in the shrubbery. So I won't advise doing that because it was completely ridiculous. And I also added an inch because I'm long in the body, so I added an inch at the lengthen and shorten lines. So that's the difference I made with that one. I also did the Deer and Doe Plaintain tee. Now, I first heard of that when I used to watch Keely at Voice of a Creative, who I just really enjoyed her channel. I know she took some time off. She was doing further higher education, and it would be lovely to see her back, but her videos are awesome. So she used to love the Plaintain tee, and she would alter it with this way and that way, but I just did it as it came out of the packet. I didn't make any alterations to it, and it fit me really nicely. Now, I made it in a beautiful, this colour, blue cotton lycra jersey from Jenny at Jenny Stitches. And why I've got this here now is because late last year I bought some more of this, because I did gift the one that I made in this fabric, because I gifted it to a friend for her birthday. She was very poorly and it looked like it might cheer her up, and she said she would like me to make her one. So she tried mine on, she loved it, it fit her just as it was, and so I let her have that one. Keep saying this, but I never wore it. I only had it on for the photographs. So she had that one, and I'd promised myself I would buy the fabric again because it really suited me, this colour. Maybe you'll agree. And I definitely want to make another Plaintain tee. I'm not sure about the Vera top, but I think I wasn't that keen on it because the lilac wasn't quite my lilac. But anyway, so there was the Harper from Sinclair Patterns, the Vera top from Forget Me Not Patterns, the Plaintain tee from Deer and Doe. They were the 3 that I did last year, and the Harpers the year before that, and the year before that, and then the year before that. I think I may have got extra years in there, I'm not sure. So, but what I want to do this year is try and make outfits from whatever I'm going to make. And there are another 3 patterns that I want to talk to you about that I haven't made. So I will go into those in a little while. But just for now, I wanted to make a skirt in this that I've had, I don't know, a year last December, or whenever it just came out. I didn't get it straight away, but I did see people wearing it and I did like it. But then since then, the pattern is quite big on it and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted it for, excuse me. Because when you open it out, it has clusters and then black bits and clusters and black bits. And I wasn't quite sure how I would use that in a garment. So it sat waiting, it's been washed. It was overlocked at the halfway along, overlocked at the side, washed, pressed, put away, moved about, and I want this year to make something of it. And what I'd really love to do is make a skirt. Now, the skirt that I had earmarked was a free pattern last year, and it was the Florence Skirt from Size Me Sewing. Now, I think she's called Donna. I think Donna only did it, she only did it for the time of the So Frugal, and you do have to pay for it now. Now, I did get it free, I did have it printed, and I did have it ready to make, but I was quite rotund at that time. I've been having digestive problems, you may or may not know, and I wasn't the shape that I wanted to be, but I wasn't the shape that was ideal for the skirt that I wanted to make, which is just a fitted top, like a large yoke if you like, and then a frill at the bottom. And it is specifically made for finer fabrics. So I just thought the drape on this would be lovely. And I could also team it with this, should I make either the Plaintain tee or the Vera top. And that had kind of been the thing that spurred me on. And even when I asked if I could join the vlogging tour, which I was very late in asking, and Sam very kindly said that I could, when they did a bit of jiggery pokery, they put me in with a 3, as a 3. So there's that, but also I have this purple. Now guess what this is? This is, no, it's not. So this, as a change, this is part of Minerva's core range of cotton lycra jerseys, and it is a little bit different to these, but anyway, but I love the colour, and yes, that would also team well with this. Now the other free pattern I have is the Sabina skirt, but I'm not sure that that's really for me. I'm not good with a gathered waist and that kind of so I don't know, but I may just make the Florence skirt and not submit it, because if it doesn't apply, if it doesn't meet the rules, I'm not really bothered about having to put something in that meets the rules. What I'm bothered about, I mean, because it's now not widely available to everyone, meet the rules, but it is a free pattern and it meets my rules of trying to be frugal. So I think I might just still make the Florence skirt now that I don't have to make such adaptations to the front of the skirt. So that would be that, and then possibly that as another option as a top. I did want to have made it an outfit, so maybe a cardi or something. You never know. Not a 4th, not a 6th Harper cardigan, but I don't have anything that's really that weight that I would like to have with this, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. Anyway, that's that bit. I did think I'd look at the clock and time myself. Forgot to look at the beginning, so there you go. And just apologies, because this is one of those days where I have to look out over the top of my eye bags. Insomnia being what it is, and there you go. So the 3 that I have that I've not made, but I have had this pattern for quite a while, pattern scissors cloth. I acquired this pattern right at the beginning when I started sewing, and I was watching Michelle at Sewing Bunny, and she was on What Am I Wearing Today, and she was wearing the Galaxy t-shirt, and I really loved the idea of it, and I sent for the pattern, and it doesn't come with an AO option, so I've never really got round to doing it. But I was going to show you the response my printer gave me when I put it through. I got the measurement of how to do the test. I did the test square. It is the right size. When I come to try and print out the few pages that it is, it's not many. Maybe 15? I don't know. Can't remember now. But anyway, when I tried to print those, it gave me one of them, and then the other one was all harlequined with lots of colour here. And it wasn't something that I could actually cut out and make into a garment. So we now have to fiddle about with the printer because we know it's got ink in. And so that's another job for another day. I would like to make that, and I think I would like to colour block it, and colour block it with some scraps, because I have plenty of jersey scraps. So I may not make that. I may just stick with what I'd said. And then the other 2 things are on the way from Jenny Stitches, because I had them printed. Because of this, I decided not to print them out on mine and join them together. I thought I'd better get cracking and send them off. And Jenny's printing services, she's really quick. Once she receives it, if it's a working day, you get a notification that it's been received, and then it will be dispatched usually the day after or the day after that. So I'm waiting for those 2, and they are due to come about 12:15 today. And one is something I have not really come across until I met Ruth at Seamstress Ruth, and she has made the Tessuti. I knew I would forget the name of it. I have to make this seamless now. Anyway, it's like an eco top but with drop shoulders. I think it begins with M, and I'll have to come back to you on that. Oh dash it, I can't even look up on my phone because it's on a it's stupid, isn't it? I know what it is. Anyway, never mind, we'll come back to that. I nearly did actually put some pom-poms on the table. I've got lots of wool pom-poms that I used to have on my drum, just to remind me that the other pattern is called pom-pom, and it is a maison fauve, and it is a waistcoat. So looks quite a formal waistcoat, vest if you're not in the UK, and it is like princess seams, but it seems to be in the stock photos that you can wear it, that a lot of the people are wearing it without something underneath it. Well, underwear probably, but not with a top underneath it. But you can use it for either, and I would be wearing it over the top of a shirt or a blouse should I make it. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it, but I really fancy the idea of it, and I do have a couple of corduroys that would be quite nice in that, and I also have some twill, relatively structured twill that I could use for it. So it's possible that I will use it, and I do have some purple, I think it must be polyester crepe, that I could also use for it, and then that would team up with this quite nicely too, wouldn't it, if it's this kind of purple. So I'm trying to stay on a theme, but you know, things don't always work like that, do they? Monroe. So here we go. I'll start again. And my other pattern is called the Monroe pattern. It is the Monroe t-shirt or Monroe top, and it is a bit more loose fitting than the Nico top. So I'm assuming it doesn't need quite as much stretch in the fabric, but it's quite a proper polar neck. I think you'd call it a turtleneck. It's quite a high neck, and they have slightly dropped sleeves. Now I do have some fabric that I would like to play about with in using for that, because it's stripy and yes, and not too miserable a fabric. So again, that would not fit with this bunch of whatever my plans are, but it would be a nice fun top, particularly to wear with a black pencil skirt that I bought at Christmas. So I think that's it for me. Now, the other thing I need to tell you are who else is vlogging today, and just show you some photos of the rest of the programme. I can show you what you may have missed, and also who are vlogging today and who will be vlogging next. So the main thing is, it's been great to talk to you. Thank you ever so much for watching. I will just pop in my little video of my Harper cardigans, because they are a bit different. I didn't make this for the Frugal Challenge, but this is the Sinclair Patterns Harper cardigan. So this is just so that you can see the length of the cardigan. This is in the long length, in the tall version, and it is, I think it is the size 14. So here is my second Harper cardigan that I made, Sinclair Patterns Harper cardigan in the long version with the short sleeves. And these are actually a little bit longer than the short sleeve pattern. And I don't know why I messed up the length of the long band, the front band, and I just had to add a little piece in the back. But it went together fine, really. And again, I put pockets on this one. I'm just showing you what a difference they are in different colours, different styles, but it's still in cable knit, this. I do like that. That is my preferred fabric for this cardigan. This one was my entry for yellow, So Yellow for Endo 22. I always do that. I have got the pockets, I never put them on. I would like to still put them on, and this fabric was from Andrea at Beyond the Pink Door. It's again cable knit jersey, and I think I also submitted it for So Frugal 22. Yes, I think I did. Anyway, because it's a free pattern. So guess what this is? This is the Harper cardigan in the regular length. I still do that because I expect the pockets to be there. I didn't put them on, I didn't have enough fabric. This is as long as a short sleeve as I could have managed, and I did submit this to So Frugal 22, and I also did another one as well, which I'll show you in a minute. So yes, no pockets, but quite a nice length. I prefer the long length, but this is all the fabric I had. So there you go, another idea for the Harper cardigan. So here we have Harper cardigan number 5, and this was also submitted for the So Frugal 22. This one and the black one I think I did for that, but it just gives you an idea of different lengths different styles, different fabrics. Obviously just straightforward long sleeve, the short version. I don't know if it's called the crop version. So I always do the tall drafting, and then this one is the shortest one they do. But I've been thinking that I might crop it further up. It's only in cotton jersey. It's from Andrea at Beyond the Pink Door. It was organic cotton jersey. Okay, so this is it. It's so easy to put together. You can make the decision, would you rather have the plain band on the bottom as well? I just wanted to elongate that, and I'm really pleased with it. I don't wear it though. It doesn't have a massive use for me in my wardrobe because most of my things are patterned. But I'm really glad I found this t-shirt today, and I haven't worn it for ages. And now that is quite a good partner for this top. Not bad what you can get from a free pattern, is it? You know? Anyway, thank you for coming along with my little parade of Harper cardigans. I wish you luck with the challenge. I hope you really enjoy getting some inspiration. And even if you don't actually submit them in time, it isn't the not having the worry of that. It's the fact that you've accomplished making something for free. I know we paid for our fabric before, but we haven't made a big purchase to be able to create what we're going to create next. So it's been lovely having you with me. Thank you ever so much for all your views, your comments, if you've ever been with me before. If not, I'd love to see you more on my channel, and lots of love to you. I'll see you again quite soon. It's been Susan at Seaside Stitches signing off for So Frugal 24. Bye for now.